Namaskar dear students, prayers to Ma Sharda. Today we are going to discuss illustration 1.6, chapter 1, electric charges and fields, NCERT text. Okay, this is the data. On vertices of equilateral triangle, charges Q1, Q2, Q3 equals to Q are placed. Find resultant force on charge capital Q placed on centroid, and length of side of triangle is given as small l. This is the data. Okay. Here there is no numerical data, so we have to just draw the figure. Okay. Second step. So first of all, this is the triangle, equilateral triangle. Okay. A, B, C. The side is small l. Okay. Placing charges Q1 equals to Q on A, Q2 equals to Q on B, and Q3 equals to Q on C. Okay. This is the centroid. Okay. Where medians are intersecting. And we are placing charge capital Q here. Okay. They have given that these are of same sign. Okay. Capital Q and small q are like charges. Okay. Otherwise they must have used minus sign somewhere. So first of all, this charge small q, okay, that is placed on A will offer repulsive force, that is F1. Okay. So F1 is actually F on O by A. Okay. F on O by A. Force on Q by charge small q on A. Okay. Then F2, that is actually F on O by B. F on O by B. Okay. Force on capital Q by small q placed on B. Then F3. That is force on O by C. That is force on capital Q by small q placed on C. Okay. So this is the figure. Okay. There are three forces. F1, that is offered by Q1 on Q, where Q1 equals to small q. F2, that is offered by Q2 on capital Q, where Q2 equals to also small q. And F3, that is force offered by Q3 on capital Q, where Q3 equals to small q. Okay. Now we have to find out resultant force here. So let us first of all draw a line segment AD perpendicular to line segment BC. In that case, we know that this angle is 60, no? Because in equilateral triangle all the angles are 60. So half of it is 30. Okay. So this is a right angle triangle ADB, in which cos 30 will be equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is AD upon AB. But we know that cos 30 equals to root 3 by 2 equals to AD upon AB equals to small l. Therefore, AD will be equal to root 3 by 2l. Okay. Now we have to find out AO, this distance, because we know that in Coulomb's law we need distance. Okay. So AO will be equal to 2 by 3 of AD. Okay. Simple geometry. So AO equals to 2 by 3. What is value of AD? It is root 3 by 2l. Okay, 2 cancels. Root 3 by 3 is 1 by root 3. So total is L by root 3. That is AO. Now see, this is equilateral triangle. Okay, and everything is symmetric. So AO equals to BO equals to CO. All are L by root 3 from symmetry. Now FOA equals to F1 equals to, according to Coulomb's law. Okay, using Coulomb's law, okay, K Q1 Q2 upon R square, that is magnitude. So here K capital Q into small q upon this distance square, that is AO square, and direction is in this direction. It is direction of AO. So I have to use AO cap. Okay. So putting value of AO, that is L by root 3 here. So root 3 square will be 3. So 3 k q q upon L square direction is AO cap. Okay. Now FOB, that is F2. Okay. So force offered by this charge on capital Q, that is K capital Q small q upon BO square into this direction, it is BO cap. Okay. Again putting BO equals to L by root 3. So this root 3 square will be 3. So 3 K Q Q upon L square into BO cap. Okay. Then force offered by O on C, that is F3. It is K capital Q small q upon CO square into this direction unit vector, that is CO cap. So putting the values K capital Q small q upon what is CO? It is L by root 3 whole square into CO cap. So root 3 square will be 3. So 3 K capital Q small q upon L square into CO cap. Now we have to add these three. Okay. So according to principle of superposition, the resultant force, okay, F on O equals to F1 plus F2 plus F3. Okay. Now see, here first of all let us add F2 and F3 according to parallelogram method. So F2 plus F3 equals to F dash. Now what will be its magnitude? We know that for resultant vector, magnitude is square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Here resultant vector is F dash. So its magnitude F dash equals to square root of F2 square plus F3 square plus 2F2 F3 cos 120, because angle between these two is 120. But we know that F2 equals to F3 equals to F1. Magnitudes are same. Okay, so I am replacing everywhere. Therefore F dash equals to square root of F1 square plus F1 square plus 2F1 F1, okay, into cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so finally it is square root of F1 square plus F1 square, these two will cancel, F1 square, that is minus, so these will be cancelled. Finally F dash equals to F1. So as far as magnitudes are concerned, these two are equal. Putting here and taking direction OA cap as R cap, then F at O will be equal to F1 plus F dash, where F1 is K is 3 times KQQ upon L square, magnitude, okay, so 3 times KQQ upon L square. Now see, I have given this direction as R cap, so this is minus R cap, plus now F dash, it is 3KQQ upon L square, this direction is plus R cap. Okay, so finally 3KQQ upon L square is common, in bracket minus R cap plus R cap, and that is 0. You can also write unit if you are given a numerical data. Okay, so how we solve this problem? First of all, we found out force 1, force 1, force 2, force 3. Okay, then we added F2 and F3, and the resultant vector of F2 and F3, that is F dash, is just opposite to F1 of equal magnitude, so they cancelled each other. So at the centroid, the resultant force is 0. Same problem we discussed for pentagon yesterday in GNET practice, where we removed one of the charges and found resultant force. Okay, bye.